Very good morning to Craig Keppel again. Hello, mate.
Hello, Lee.
I find it very hard to believe that you've left it a week since being here last.
Mate, it feels like 5 minutes. I might as well set up a swag in the studio.
I'd say so. Right, what have we got lined up for today on A Peak Inside?
Well, episode 116, and this is getting big media at the moment, underquoting and some important tips for buyers in an evolving market.
Right, I'm in.
Right. I love it when you're in. Let's go. Underquoting's back in the headlines. Now, it seems to happen when the market starts to bubble up, starts to heat up. Now, already a prominent New South Wales agent has been charged with underquoting and auction infractions. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So, anecdotal evidence here on the northwest of properties going 10% over guide price is there. It's happening a little bit. So, this is applying mostly in that budget range of 400 to 550. Now, driven by competition among first home buyers and investors, highlighted by low stock levels. We've touched on this a bit, but at that budget end, first home buyers and investors are not so much punching on the street, but they are competing.
There's tension.
Here, just grab the pen, sign here. So, high demand, low supply. Now, I told you August was the time to sell, and it's kicked off. Now, this is a similar scenario in the cities, especially Sydney, but this increase in market activity, is it driven by underquoting?
Well, I don't know. Is it?
No.
Right.
But
now I know.
That's it. That's the show.
Thank you very much.
In a handful of cases, underquoting may play a part in heavy buyer demand, right? That is, the agent and vendor go to market with a pricing strategy to set the price guide or the guide price lower than what the market value actually is to engender competition.
I understand.
Yeah.
I've seen a recent property that have done just that.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple around here, but it's not the norm. It's just a few odd ones here and there.
Now you're saying it out loud. It's hello, pennies
Ding.
dropping here. Yep.
This is to bring more buyers to the table by creating false expectations among buyers of picking up the property for a bargain.
Cool.
Penalties are in place in each state of Australia if it can be proven an agent markets a property and sells it using an underquoting tactic. As I mentioned earlier, a very high-profile agent in Sydney has had his licence suspended. Now, I mean high-profile. This bloke's a name, pending further investigation for underquoting and some iffy auction practices. That's another story alone, but some dummy bids and that have been thrown into the mix.
Play silly games.
So for the next 6 months, he's on the sidelines pending investigation. But really, in an active seller's market, more buyers than properties for sale, that's a seller's market, more buyers than properties for sale, homes can sell above guide price because competition is simply too hot. Multiple buyers putting in bids or offers, driving the price up. That's just all there is to it. That's market forces at work. Now, a large proportion of the buyers we speak to have already missed out on another property or properties in their quest to purchase. And that's once again in that budget end. We'll call it again that 400 to maybe 550-ish, maybe a bit above that. Now, here are 4 big tips for buyers on how to give yourself a better chance of securing a home in this competitive market. And a lot of buyers are in denial at the moment. They think when I tell them that things are hotting up and don't muck about, they think it's real estate mumbo-jumbo. It's not. The market is evolving. So let's look at number 1. Ensure you have alerts set up from the major property portals and make sure you contact active local agents and get on their ready-to-go buyers list.
Absolutely. You've got to be ready to pounce.
Ready to pounce, exactly. Number 2, make your quest to buy a top priority. Now, I hear potential buyers tell me, we can't make the open home because my husband golf, or, we're going camping, can we see it next week? It won't be available. It's going to sell in the next 3 or 4 days.
No, go play your game of golf.
Yeah, mate, go for it. 3, if you like it, once you've inspected it, make an offer there and then. Don't go away and think about it. It'll be too late. Number 4, have finance pre-approved with the shortest time for full approval possible, have a lawyer or conveyancer on standby to look at a draft contract if you've won the deal, so to speak, and a building inspector on speed dial if you are a successful bidder. Have your ducks lined up?
Absolutely. You can't dawdle.
No. So the scales might have tipped slightly towards the seller's market, but homeowners still need a solid plan to take advantage of the increased buyer activity.
Rightio. There we go. There's a peek inside. Thanks, mate. And as always, if we want to know more, what do we do?
Well,
don't dawdle, that's for sure.
Don't dawdle. And if you're looking for a simple, hassle-free way to sell your home for more that has worked for hundreds of happy owners just like you, give us a call, 0400 180 515, or go to ulverstonrealestate.com.